Well, hello to everyone. We are always so honored when Juliet reaches out and asks us, to speak on the call and to share a little bit of nuggets. And because we have so many fantastic leaders in our company that she can choose from. So when she asks us, we're always very honored. And no matter what she calls, what we're doing, the answer is always sure, no problem. What's the number again? Because we are definitely going to be here to support. And that's one thing I love about our Surge365 family is because we're just that. We're family. We've known the people in the company and the founders. We've been here for so many years. We've watched everyone's family grow, and we've watched people earn bonuses after bonuses, goals achieved. And you know why that happens is longevity. It's because folks do not quit. And that's what it's all about. You have to be determined. See, life happens, and I just said it earlier today, lifing. When you're going through life and things are happening, it's so easy to lose focus on what you want out of life. But remember, goals are important, dreams are important. And not only do you have to say it, believe it, feel it, write it down, see it all the time, there's a feeling that comes upon you when you know there is no way I'm giving up. I'm walking across the stage. I'm going to get all my kudos, all the awards that I want, all the money that I want to make, because it's all about my family. It's all about why I'm here. I'm here to make sure that my family is able to do what they want to do. Fly first class if that's their goal. Be a diamond with Delta if that's their goal. There's so many things that we have that is offered to us by Surge365. We couldn't even list it all, within a half hour. There's no way we could list it all. But it's there for your taking. And once you make up your mind what you want to be, if you want to be a travel expert, or if you want to be director level 8, if you want to hit ambassador, you can do it. It's all about you being determined. And when you meet people, understand that they have goals and dreams too. But what you want to know and remember all the time is people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you want to make sure you make a friend first. Don't go in there trying to just throw your Surge365 business on folks because, see, they don't know the business like you do. You've been in here. Even if you knew, and today is your first call, and you've only been in the business for an hour, you still know more than that person who's just coming on board. So you want to remember that, and remember to keep those goals and dreams alive, and watch how things begin to happen in your favor. It's all about being determined to not give up.
That's good. That's good. Being determined. And not give up. And so, but the two words. And as you was talking, Brenda, and Brian, I just appreciate, you don't know how much I appreciate you. People in this business, we all need each other. And a lot of times you don't even realize who's watching you. You don't realize many times the things that you say, how you do what you do, but know that someone is watching you. And know that the words that you speak, someone is hearing it. And so you want to always stay positive. But as you were talking, Brenda, I was just thinking about the entrustment that we have. And this is what has led to our longevity. We are entrusted to create generational wealth in the travel industry, with the travel business as our tool. And we were just talking about, Juliet had called, what shall we speak on? What shall we train on? And we just said some words. We said longevity. We have been around for a while. We are not the same people that we started with.
Right.
Back in 2004. We've been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
We've been doing this, having fun and traveling the world and making money. I heard what you said there, Brian, the $10,000 bonuses, which actually is about $32,000 each one, and six-figure earners. But I got to tell you this: if you're new on this call, write down what you want. Life is a creation. This business is a creation. When you hear all the different accomplishments, they are a creation. The vision, Albert Einstein says your imagination is a preview of life's coming attraction. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it. You can become the person that you believe. Write down, even after this call or even while I'm speaking, what do you desire from this business? What do you want? What can you envision that you can have? Write it down. It becomes contractual. Write it down. It becomes contractual. You are entrusted with create generational wealth. Think about your children. If you have children, think about your grandchildren. If you have grandchildren, think about the people who are to come. You only go around once. This is a great opportunity. 9 billion people were locked down during COVID. And guess what they all want to do right now? We are in the best business out there, period. The options that we have in this business, whether it be the membership, I want you to think about each of these as I mentioned them. Whether it be the membership, you have a passion for maybe all of them. We have a passion for all of them. But what is your passion? It may be the membership. It may be the customer discount site, the Vortex. What is your passion? Which one strikes a chord in your heart? It may be the full service travel agency and all the training. It may be being able to collect the reward credits from every person. When somebody books through the Vortex, being able to accumulate reward credits that, by the way, spend like cash. It may be the tax benefits. What is your passion in this business? It may be that lucrative compensation plan that does not end. What is your passion? One of the things, and this is why we love the business, is because it takes away all excuses. It takes away all my excuses, all the different things I just mentioned. There's got to be something. What is that thing for you? What is that thing for you? Now, the second word, the first one was longevity. The second word is tenacity. We have a tenacity. We will not quit. As I mentioned, we're on the line, generational wealth. I will not let my kids down. I will not let my children's children down. I will not let them. There's going to be that picture of Brenda and I over the mantle. But they're going to say, here's why we have all this wealth. Here's why our family is in a good position. Here's why our family is happy. Tenacity. Determined. We are determined to succeed. We will succeed. Failure is not an option. Longevity, tenacity, determined. Now, Brenda sounds all sweet and everything, but she is relentless. We are relentless. We will succeed. we are relentless. And then one of the things I added in there was creative. In the business, you want to be creative. You heard me mention the different products. You want to be creative. You want to think outside the box. Yes, I'm a military man. You want to think outside the box. How can you use, I want you to think about this. How can you use the different parts of the business, different products, travel products within the business? I sat down and I said, okay, how can I use the different parts, the travel products? Family use. Every home should have a Surge365 business. An online Surge365 business. If you are in church with fundraising, we talk about fundraising with the Vortex. Every church, every school, to be able to use the Vortex as a tool that they can give out to their membership base. We're actually working with the school right now. And the school is planning a class trip to Italy. And they were looking for a fundraising tool, you know, all the different fundraising ideas that are out there. And so we presented them the Vortex. Love it. It protects us out. So we said, okay. And the school didn't want to come into business. And so we said, you can use, one of our church members said, we can use my Vortex link. And we promoted to all the student families, the businesses, and I'll give you 75% of the profit. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? It's just like business guys, ain't that something? I'll promote it to all the businesses. So they're going to promote her link to the school student body, to all the families, so they can raise this money. So fundraising, think outside the box. Businesses are traveling even more so than before, where they can use that Vortex link. They can give that to all their employees and families. Education and careers. People are going back to college. They're getting in debt, going back to school. Our travel business, the travel agency, the humanity, is a career. You want to be a wedding destination specialist? You want to be a SeaWorld specialist? A France specialist? All the training is online. It's free. That's what we need. Travel specialists outside the box. The members discount travel benefits. Travelers do the membership. Travel hotels for the retail with some great tax benefits. Write it off. Simple write-off and get paid to go. Personal development. We know, and we're friends and family. There's a lot of folks on this call. We all kind of started together. None of us are the same. Personal development. If you're new and you're listening in, one of the greatest benefits you're going to get in this business is that you're never going to be the same. Personal development. If you choose, you're going to learn how to speak. If you choose, you're going to learn how to think on your feet. If you choose that, right, I'll be checking y'all out doing them presentations. Y'all be just crushing it, rocking it, making it happen. People that never did presentations before, they're doing presentations. People that never believed that they could dream like they dream are dreaming. People are taking cruises. People are flying to destinations. They're jumping in the water. They're enjoying sunsets. And you're never going to be the same. The personal development, the mind development, the body development, you're never going to be the same. Thinking outside the box. Military vets. I'm a military vet. We have benefits, but we have to get a way of making money. The business is now a way to make money. So just talking to vets, sure they got benefits, but if they need a way to make money, I was talking to someone yesterday, and he was asking me, what do you say? What do you say to a person who says, I've got Social Security, and I want to make sure that I don't, mess up my benefits with Social Security, so I can make a lot of money. And we were like, well, you can make up to whatever amount and supplement the income. That bridge when you come to it. You can travel hotel, you can do taxes, you save on your taxes. And so when you cross that bridge when you get to it, see, this is life. I like what you said, Brenda. Living life. Life is going to happen. Over the course of your time in this business, I know everybody on this call can agree. Over the course of your time in this business, something has happened that will take you to your core. But you're here. Life is going to happen. And what would you say about that?
Well, you see here, what we talked about earlier is life happens. What you have to do is, and I was listening to someone, because that's one thing I really am a believer of. You have to constantly be learning something new. Do not get stagnant. And when it comes to this business, you can't burn the candle from both ends. It will not last. You have your household you have to take care of. And of course, you want to work your Surge365 business. So you have to make a decision how you're going to do that, what you're going to do, and when you're going to do it. So that takes time. You have to make a plan on how you're going to do things. If you say you're going to allow a certain amount of time each week, each day for your Surge365 business, do it. Even if it is as small as a half hour a day, do it. Reaching out to people, talking to them, advertising on social media, going into your back office. There's so many things you need to do. So Rick and I, we have, this is funny, Rick and I, we have a new grandbaby now. And my son has been driving me crazy about getting an iPhone. So we finally broke down only so we could FaceTime and see this little girl. And we want to see her every day. Now, on this device, I have learned that it breaks down how much time you spend doing things on your phone. It tells you how much time you were talking on the phone, how much time you were doing your games, all these things. It breaks it down to you. And it's amazing how much time you spend on your phone doing different things. So I liken that to our Surge365 business. If you just did a little bit here, a little bit there, it will add up and you will be working your business. So if you're doing something, instead of, okay, I'm going to listen to this, go listen to those videos or in your back office. They have all the directors talking how to work your business. If you're doing something, then call up a friend and say, hey, I was thinking about you. I started my new travel business, and I remember you were saying you guys are thinking about a family vacation, a family reunion. You just have to put it all together. As long as you're doing life, do your Surge365 business. When you go out, just don't go out. Go out to meet a friend. And like they say, when you go out, that's when you work your business. And I think people get kind of caught up on how do I do this? Don't get so caught up on the strategy and don't get so caught up on the wording. We have people who have been in this business. They can start a conversation and put Surge365 into that conversation so easily, and you might not feel comfortable enough to do that yet. And that's fine. Sometimes you have to talk to someone 3 or 4 times before you get, that's true, before they even hear your business. But don't feel that you need to knock it out of the park, go to a family reunion, and I'm not leaving here till everybody knows what I've done and what I'm doing. They won't invite you next year.
So sometimes you're just listening.
Yeah.
You're just listening, and you're not even telling them about the business. You're listening for an opportunity to come in. Just like, Buckle,
Double that.
You're trying to, hey. But, sometimes you just may make a friend. Because longevity, tenacity, determined, relentless, creative, and then the last one was consistency. We have been consistent for 20 years in this business. And you know what? We have been writing down, if you want to definitely journal because you're going someplace. And a life worth journaling is a life worth living because you're going someplace and you're documenting your journey to get to that place. And in that journal, write down what you want the business to look like. Exactly. Don't hold back. Director level 8, make an hour less a month, a week. What do you want? People are drawn to these, a lot of affirmations. We live by affirmations.
Oh, yeah. It's very important.
So some of the things that you do, and also the other thing that you do, Brenda, that is so awesome is that you set the morning.
Yeah.
You actually set the morning with setting your day.
And then another thing that we talked about before is you should be able to see your whole day before you even start it. You should be able to know exactly what you're going to do for the whole day. And when you get now, I do my devotions. There's a song that I love. I listen to music before I start my day. So I set my day that way. I end my day that way. So you have to find what works for you, because see, everyone's different. And what might work for someone else might not work for you. So find out what works for you. Find out how comfortable you feel introducing the business to people, because everyone has their own way of doing things. And when you find out what your niche is, when you find out, because we're all unique individuals, and the way one person does that, it might not work for another. And what is also great, we have all these leaders with so much knowledge. Don't forget the three-way calls. If you're talking to somebody and you're not comfortable, make sure you put it together with your leader, whoever that might be, your national builder, your director, your ambassador, and let them know, I'm getting ready to call whoever this is, and I want you to be there so I can three-way you in. Those kind of things work. They're things that we have been doing for years. It's not changed. Three-way someone in to your leader. So and just tell them, hey, I'm new at this. So and even if you're not new at this, just say, I'm just starting up again. It is okay. You figure every pilot, before he takes off, he has a checklist. So, and you want to make sure he used that checklist. And so if you're getting started, if you're saying, okay, I'm going to jumpstart, I'm going to start all over, I'm going to make this work this time, it is okay. Because you know what that means? You're not a quitter. You might have to take time out for life, and that's understandable, but you jump back in the game and you keep moving. See, our product is bar none. There's nothing out there that touches Surge365. We have the most unique business. Everyone out there tries to copy us, but they realize, and they can knock themselves upside the head, that this is it. Surge is it. There's nothing like Surge365. And so the more you learn about their business, the more you get comfortable. Find out what you like. Find out what you want your niche to be. Is it going to be group cruises? Like Rick had a list that he went off with the wedding destinations. Whatever you want to do, find out what makes you happy. Because, see, that's what it's all about. It's about doing something that you're happy with, you're comfortable with. You do not want to be in something that makes you nervous and makes you tense up. That's not fun. You want to find out what makes you happy, what makes you smile.
And in doing that, surround yourself. I'm not sure, Brian, let me know my time. I'm not sure. But surround yourself. It's all about people. I think our longevity is because as long as you need to want.
What'd you say, Brian?
Take as long as you need. I'm a preacher from South Carolina now. I'm saying though, we'll be wrapping this up though. But it really comes down to surrounding yourself with the people that you enjoy to be around. That's what it comes. Otherwise, it's not lasting long. So sponsor the people that you enjoy being around. Surround yourself with people you enjoy being around. Have fun with the people that you enjoy being around. And I believe that is the secret to our longevity. And consistency. But here's the biggest thing is generational wealth. We have an opportunity here. We have an opportunity. And when you look at your grandchildren, like I was grandbaby, when you look at your children, when you look at your family, when you look at your spouse, you actually have been chosen. One of the things that we didn't talk about a lot tonight, but the spiritual aspect of the things that we're doing is really the driver in why we're still here. Because we know that God is actually doing something here. Now, everybody may not be a believer on this call, but God, for us, is doing something through us as we're reaching out and we're connecting people. Whatever it is for you, if you say to be a successful Lord, whatever that higher thing is for you, don't discount it. You know, whatever that cause is for you, don't discount it. You know, whatever that bond is for you, whatever that thing inside of you, that passion is for you, you know, that's what gives you the life. That's what gives you the energy. You know, don't discount it. But what is that higher moral cause that you're using to do what you're doing? What is that? In the journal that I mentioned, write that down because that's going to be the driver. Back to you, Brian.
Write it down, make it plain. Back to you, Brian.
Write it down, make it plain.
My. I tell you, this is what every single second of this call, I want to say thank you on behalf of everybody who's listening. This was an amazing call. It gave us so many nuggets of what it takes to be successful, the longevity, the information, journaling, and understanding that, you know, there are things that are going to happen in life, but if you keep the goal in mind, the why to make you cry. And I heard you guys really say it. And right now, that's why it's probably not franchise.
Oh,
You know? You know? And that's another thing. You know, 20 years being in the business, the why changes, doesn't it? You know? And one of the things I love that you said, and I wrote it down, we will not quit. We will not let our children down. That's why we have all this wealth. You guys are the reason why we have all the wealth. You are the reason. And we always say in this business that we can be the people that change the financial trajectory of our people who will follow us in life. The people that have the last name Reed, the people that have the last name Austin, the people that have the last name Newton, it doesn't matter. We have the business, and you guys have proven it over and over and over again at Surge365 is it. Is it. And if there's somebody out there that does not believe that, yes, sir.
I was just going to say, as you're talking, I was just reading something the other day, and it was just talking about the investment of your time that will lead to something that you're paying forward for the future. The time that we're investing now in Surge365 is going to leave an inheritance to someone in our future. It's paying it forward to that future, you know, and that's so powerful when you think about it. And so if somebody's looking for that motivation, just know that the time that you're putting in, I don't care how much time it is or how little time it is that you're investing into something into your future so that you can have money. Money is energy in that future time period. And to put that time in now. And so I just had to say that. You just pulled it out of me, man. You just pulled it out.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what we're doing now in this economy, when we show people the value, like you just did, of what we are and who we are and who the leaders are in this business, we're about to blow up, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to blow up. We're about to blow up. Hey! So look, is there any one last thing that you want to say before we close this call?
The last thing I just say is that write it down. Your imagination is a preview of life's coming attractions. Journal, get a journal, and write down the vision that you believe. You know, the vision that you see, because you will actually act out what you believe. And you write it down in exact how you want it, and watch how that jumps off those pages and become a reality.
All I have to say to that is boom.
And the reason I know is because that's the life we're living. When you see Brenda and I, you're seeing the life that was written down and prayed for.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen anything yet. And see, I'm telling you this, that is the peace that you see us have.
Yes.
Of knowing, because of what we're writing down, because of the vision that God has given us, we're just walking out that vision. That's when you see us and see that peace, you hear that peace. That's what that is. And that's for us. That's peace forever will, actually.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Positivity is it. Is it? The more, when you're at peace, I always see that smile. Every time. You never see it down. But I know life happens. I've never seen you guys always smiling, always putting that positivity. I think you guys are allergic to the same thing I am. Negative people and negative energy. And we just gotta keep running and running out. Like, why do you keep talking?
So we were just talking about this tonight, and we were saying, and this applies to everybody on the call, if spiritual movement, and everybody's moving, going somewhere, you're going to have a choice that's going to come up. Either distraction or promotion. Mm-hmm. Don't get distracted, like you're saying with the negative energy. Don't chase the distraction. You'll always go to that. You see us smiling always because we're always chasing and going towards the promotion. The promotion. The promotion. Back to me.
Amen. Thank you so very much. And after building, we can bring the meeting. I want to say thank you so very much for taking the time to come on this call today and giving us these nuggets of success and these nuggets of longevity.